Stellar Lumens invests in MoneyGram, grabs a seat on the board, and is now really positioned really well for remittances globally. Welcome back to the Blockhash Podcast channel. Let's talk crypto. Make sure to check out our sponsor, BENFT. They are revolutionizing education using DeFi methods and artificial intelligence. Make sure to check them out. All links in the description below. Go to benft.solutions. Also, check out our Patreon. We do chart analysis Monday through Friday for the price of 2 cups of coffee a month. And you can get access to those charts on Patreon before they go out on YouTube. So get the most of it. All right. So Stellar today has decided that they are investing in MoneyGram. They're getting a seat on MoneyGram's board, and they're, again, from a business partnership perspective, positioning themselves very, very well. The Stellar Dev Foundation, the organization building out the Stellar network, said today, well, if you're getting this video tomorrow, Tuesday, that it made a strategic investment in money transfer firm MoneyGram. The move follows a commercial partnership the two entities forged 2 years ago, where MoneyGram partnered with SDF to facilitate crypto payments and to launch a cash-to-crypto service. Quote unquote, during the recent go private transaction with Madison Dearborn Partners, MDP, the SDF, Stellar Development Foundation, became a minority investor in MGI. SDF CEO and Executive Director Danielle Dixon said in a statement, the investment was made out of SDF's own cash treasury, the assets set aside to support the operations of the SDF rather than the enterprise fund, a fund to invest in startups and early stage companies. It is the first investment of its kind made from SDF's treasury. And this is a big investment for their treasury to make because they're just pretty much buying a spot in legacy infrastructure to apply Stellar. Dixon also added that the investment gave SDF a seat on MoneyGram's board of directors and would help bolster MoneyGram's digital business expansion by exploring blockchain technology, exploring Stellar Lumens. The foundation did not respond to a request for comment from the block about the amount of investment. I don't think they've responded to anyone as of yet. They are continuing to build strong partnerships with organizations across the payment space, putting SDF one step closer to achieving their mission of creating equitable access to financial services, said Danielle Dixon. All right, this is big news for Stellar. This is something that not even Ripple was able to achieve when they were working with MoneyGram. And again, with MoneyGram's ability for remittance and payments and being able to onboard and offboard people very easily, this gives Stellar a front row ticket to the next bull run. All right, this gives them early access and a lot of upside potential because this is a massive real world use case. These are the things that make blockchains legitimized, and Stellar is doing just that very quietly. And for a very long time, they've been doing this stuff quietly. So this is why I'm so optimistic and bullish on the direction of Stellar Lumens, even more so than XRP in a lot of cases. Now, today in the market, if you're getting this video later, this was maybe a little outdated, but Stellar Lumens, a little bit down today, but overall, chart looking very strong. Obviously, since the SEC FUD, it has trended to the upside. Ripple winning its court case has also fully reaffirmed XLM status since it is a sister to XRP with Jed McCaleb, coming from the project originally. So those similarities have actually benefited XLM. And XLM has soared to as high as 19.5 cents. It has since pulled back. It is in a current retracement at the moment, but that's getting to an end pretty soon. All right. Was kind of curious if maybe we would end that retracement here at 14.5, 14.6, but no, it pulled back a little bit further. Now we're retesting this bottom around 13.3. Honestly, when a bar closes out on the wick, it's most likely it's going to go a little bit lower. So we could see Stellar drip down to the 12.5 cent range potentially, but this is looking like a very big flag pattern. Okay. Even if it comes down to here, these are the kinds of things you're looking at where it could break out of this at any point in time. And this could extend into the fall and into September, where Meridian is happening, a big Stellar Lumens event that could also pump up the price. But we are likely to stay in this triangle until we break out of it, which could be at any point. I don't know. Stellar has shown some extreme volatility in a good way. That volatility has calmed down since a month ago in mid-July. And yeah, at any point that volume could come back in and then Stellar could rocket upwards. If I had to guess where Stellar is going by the end of the year, I do think it'll clear 20 cents. And again, on that 3-year timeline where altcoins move, especially things like Stellar, November is the target month. So if this is the flag pattern on the daily, and the MACD is looking pretty good, just hanging out there right below the moving average. Sell volume starting to dwindle. As we get into the fall, anytime between Meridian in September and November, if history is correct and repeats itself, this is going to explode upwards. All right? Just looking at the percentage move alone, it moved 102%. If we do anything similar, even at the tip of this flag pattern, we're looking at 102%. 25 cents. That's feasible. That's not bad. I do think we can get there. All right, we can back out for a second. We can go to the weekly, and I can show you something very interesting. This is looking very good. And back in 2020, November, Stellar Lumens enters a bull cycle. Big bull cycle. This is looking eerily similar. Okay? Very, very similar. This being equivalent to this down here. All right? This pullback could be equivalent to this pullback here before we rocket upwards, which we could see anywhere between November and the end of the year. Also going back here to 2017. At the end of 2017, what did we have? The same thing. See if I can zoom in on it. Okay. Same thing happens in November towards the end of the year. 2017 to 2020 to 2023. We're doing the exact same movement. And I expect that this big breakout will lead to much higher levels. Again, I'm going to say by the end of the year that we clear 20 cents. And that'll be my prediction. However, after we get beyond 20 cents, there's a lot of gaps where we could potentially go a lot higher. There's some former floors that could be ceilings, which we've experienced around the 16-cent level. We could get as high as the 29 to 30-cent level. And optimistically, I'd love to see us get back to 40 cents because from there, Stellar can do amazing things. And I do think it's time for it to break its all-time high, which goes all the way back to 2017. But our strongest high was definitely in 2021. Or I guess I should say 2018 for our all-time high. That's what I'm looking at right now. RSI is going to show something very similar. MACD is just looking very strong, very, very good. MACD has been strong actually since July of last year. It's just been creeping back to the upside very slowly despite having these dips. So again, history repeats itself. Things are looking strong. And MoneyGram is really going to help that situation. So MoneyGram, Meridian, Franklin Templeton, CBDC projects in Ukraine, Brazil, Australia. Dude, Stellar's doing well. That's it for today. Make sure to share this episode with someone else that you think is interested in Stellar Lumens and XLM. Make sure to comment your thoughts down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, please do. If you have, thank you so much. You guys are the best. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Cheers.